Good morning. Happy Supercharged Manifesting Monday to you. I gonna wait for a few of you to join because, as you know, I've been having some fun with my with my camera and my using my cell phone to do StreamYard, and so I just want to make sure that you guys are hearing me. So if you're on, can you say good morning and let me know that you're here? Happy Supercharged Manifesting Monday. We're talking about 2020, and I'm issuing a dare this morning. So I want to know that you guys are on and that you're hearing. So I see that there are a couple of you that are joining. Can you let me know that you're, hey, Lubna. Yay, Lubna, can you hear me? Can you let me know because my microphone is not saying that it's audible. So can you let me know? Hey, Chanel, good morning. Shamel, I think it is. Good morning, good morning. All right, so I'm going to wait for a couple comments just to let me know. Hey, Valerie, just to let me know that you guys are hearing me. That would be awesome. Um, but I wanted to, yay, okay, great. Thanks, Lubna. I wanted to, hey, Antonio, oh my gosh, long time no see. I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind lately, and I'm thinking maybe it might be on yours too. I don't know, but let's have an interesting look back at 2020 so far and just kind of look at the goals that we set for this year, the plans that we laid out, the intentions, how we chose a word for the year. We were going to do such amazing things in 2020. Remember that? Remember all that enthusiasm we felt in January. And then with each month, it's felt like the rug has just been pulled from under us. There's a saying that comes to my mind: man makes plans and God laughs. And I feel like 2020, if we were to summarize it, that would really be what it would, in essence, feel like. Like we just had this incredible rug pulled from under us couple of months, and what has it left us with, so I wanted to talk about that. And now that I see that there are several of you on, I also want to go back a little bit and just say congrats to those of you that did the 21-day trust challenge. We're on day 21 today, and I've seen so many hearts all over my pages, all over Facebook. It's been absolutely incredible to enjoy that with you guys. It has just been, oh my gosh. Just a joy. I mean, like, we've done lots of challenges, we've done lots of things, I've guided you through lots of things, but to see hearts every day, I can't even tell you what that's done for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you for those of you that participated. Trying to find the perfect angle for my phone. Um, so forgive me if it seems like I'm moving around a lot. All right, so yeah, congrats to those of you that made it to 21 days. And I've gotten so many reports of how amazing you feel. I know I felt really good. It feels really good to be trusting myself, to know that I made a promise to myself and I kept it, and I'm demonstrating to the universe that I can be trusted. That's just priceless. So I know if you did that and you're having that feeling too, I just want to celebrate with you. All right. Good morning, Peggy. Speaking of people who had an amazing experience during the 21-day challenge, that would be you. Leslie says, "Good morning, Bear Queen." Oh my gosh, which is from my recent trip to North Carolina, where I just kept seeing bears everywhere I went. That was interesting. All right. So this morning, talking about 2020 so far and the goals and the plans that we had, and just really looking back at how it's left us feeling. And I think when I look at 2020, if I were to describe it so far halfway through, it's felt like the year of the great pause, where we've had time to just stop and reflect and really look at our lives in the context of especially all the things we say we want, all the things that we're going after and we're working so hard to achieve. And, we're doing all the right things, we're putting our intentions out there, and they're all so, I mean, really great things to aspire towards in life. But I think this year came about, and all the things that have happened to allow us to pause and ask this question. Am I living in alignment with my values? Am I living in alignment with the things that are really important to me? Or do I just continue from year to year going after the next thing that I think I should want, the next thing that I think I should be achieving, the next, just the next thing outside of me that I should be going after. And I feel like all of the goals and the intentions that we set, and especially the ones that so much effort towards, we put so much effort towards, they're all outside of us. Would you agree? Everything that you set your intentions, I mean, the big intentions that you set for this year, can you just put in the comments, would you agree that they've all been really external goals? Like, what is it that I want that's outside of me that I'm going to try to bring into my life? Hang on one second. I got something here. I just want to go. Um, yeah. And so these things I have found in my great pause moment, I found it's been kind of like I've been a little tricked, if you would. It's like, wow, Tasha, you've been going after so many things outside of yourself, so many things outside of you. And why? Why are you going, especially when I look at where do I put my time, my energy, my effort? Because in the great pause of 2020, I had a lot of time. I had a lot of time and those goals and those intentions, like it was almost pointless to continue to, go after them in the way that I had been before because I simply couldn't. Like so many things had shifted in the way we experience life that I couldn't do business as usual. And I had to really stop. And the pause gave me time to think about all the doing that I was doing to achieve stuff. And in the absence of the doing, now that I couldn't do anymore, I started to evaluate all the things that were outside of me that I was going after. And I know for some people, 2020 has felt like just giving up. Like, we set all these plans and all these goals and all these big things that we wanted outside of ourselves, and we put them out there for 2020. And um and then what are you left with when you feel like it's not going to happen? It's not going to happen this year. I now I don't know what to do. Things have shifted so much and so quickly that it's like the rug has been pulled from under me, and now what? And so um for me, what I got left with was, well, I want to feel successful. I don't know about you. I don't want to feel like 2020. I went to Hobby Lobby the other day, and this was pretty funny. I went into the store, and this was in June, before July. I went into the store in June, and you won't believe it. They were putting out Christmas things. They were putting out all their holiday decorations. And I laughed so hard because I thought, we're in summer and they're putting out Christmas decorations. To me, it was such a, let's just get this year over and done with. Let's just be done with it. Let's just put out holiday decorations, New Year's Eve decorations. Let's just call it a day and say it happened and it's done. And I feel like that's kind of what a lot of people are almost wanting to do. Let's be done with 2020. And I won't say but, and I want the year to end feeling successful for me. And I want the same thing for you. So it really got me thinking, how can I change my goals so that I feel like 2020 was a major success? And that's what I want to dare you to do today. Yes, I said it in the email. I am daring you to abandon your financial goals. I'm daring you to release the need to get married, find the love of your life, all that relationship stuff that we put all that pressure on ourselves for, something outside of us again. I'm daring you to release, the achievements that you wanted in your business or in your career, everything that's outside of you that you set as a goal for this year. I am challenging you to release it. Instead, I want to ask you, why were you doing all that? The reality is you were going after those goals because you wanted to feel something inside. There's something that you wanted to feel inside, and that's what you thought would bring that to you. So instead, it's kind of like we had this whole thing in reversal. That's what I learned. I learned, oh my God, I'm putting out all these big intentions. I'm setting all these big, I don't use the word goals, but I'm using that today because in this context, I realize that that's what most people associate with, right? So it's like you put all these things. Why did I put all these things out there? It's because I want to feel successful. I want to feel like I achieved something. I want to feel like I'm growing. I want to feel that's really what I want more than I want the accomplishment. Like I want to say I did the thing. I want the feeling inside that comes with, having it. So what we did was we were going for things outside of us first instead of setting internal goals. So today, we're done with July pretty much, right? Today is the 26th, I believe. So on July 26th, in the most unusual way, I'm going to challenge you halfway through the year, more than halfway through the year, to set a new goal or intention for 2020. One that will allow you actually to win. Because no matter what, and if this time has taught us anything, it's that these external goals, they're fleeting. They come and they go. We may or we may not achieve them. But what we really should be looking at is why did we want those in the first place? And the reason we wanted those things is we wanted the feeling inside. So, what I want to inspire you to do this morning is to set an internal goal. What is an internal goal that you could set right now for the rest of 2020? And I wrote a couple down, so I'm going to share with you. I'm going to tell you what I decided mine would be. I know that I know how to to manifest and achieve any desire that I set out. I know how to do it. I just realized that this year has taught me that I might have been doing it in reverse order. And so I think it might be the same for you. And so I want to share, some of the goals that I want to inspire you to set. What do you want to feel inside? Do you want to feel for the rest of 2020? Would your new internal goal be to feel more self loving? To feel more self loving. Like if you could feel that, think about all the other things that you've set out to do because you're wanting to prove something to yourself or you're wanting to prove something to other people when really your intention should be to feel self-loving so that with or without the accomplishment of those things you're good, you're winning, you're feeling good inside, right? How about self-compassionate? You're wanting to do so much because you're trying to overcompensate for feelings of lack of deservingness inside, feeling of not feeling worthy. And my gosh, we could have a whole Facebook Live about that. All those feelings, the drive that it puts within us to do things, we start overcompensating so much, overachieving because we're just so hard on ourselves. We put so much pressure on ourselves. So how about if your internal goal for the rest of 2020 was to give yourself the gift of self-compassion? Maybe you messed up and you didn't achieve the things you wanted to so far. Maybe you feel like, oh my gosh, I haven't been doing enough. And, so many people are going after it in this period, this pandemic time. And I just felt like not doing anything, but I feel so horrible for feeling that way. How about some self compassion, some self love, and some self compassion? How about that as your goal for the rest of the year? And here is mine. Here's what I decided that this period has taught me. My internal goal, I want to feel certain. That's what I'm going after right now. That is my intention. That is my heart's desire. That is what I'm asking God, the universe source, to support me in creating and experiencing and manifesting is that I feel certain no matter what, no matter what's happening. I have the feeling inside of certainty. Why do I set financial goals? Why do I set, even relationship goals? Why do I set all these external to me goals and intentions for myself? Because it makes me feel, one second, it makes me feel a sense of safety and certainty. And the reality is that I can have that feeling first if I set that as my intention. So I want to challenge you to start thinking, what is it that you are looking to feel, and you're going after all these external things to feel that thing? How about if you set that as your intention? For me, it's certainty. I want to feel certain. This whole pandemic thing, there have been moments where it's been like, well, what does the future hold? What happens next? I don't know, but I want to feel certain no matter what. I want to feel certain. That is my new internal goal for 2020. How about feeling confident? How about an internal goal? Ask the universe, ask God, ask your angels, whatever it is that you believe in, source, to give you the feeling of confidence, no matter what, confidence all the time. Why, again, do you set these? I see so many people and you ask them their intentions. And I look back at the start of this year, and all that you all put out there is things that you wanted to manifest. And the reality is that a lot of this was you were just looking for ways to build your confidence, and you were looking for external things to happen that would say to you, yes, I've become more confident. Well, how about just becoming more confident first? How about having that be your internal goal? The feeling of safety and security. We do so many things, especially with money, because we want to feel safe and secure. How about making safety and security your internal goal? That you just feel safe, no matter what your bank balance is, no matter what your credit card bills say, no matter what, the people calling on the phone have to say to you. You feel safe. Your financial needs are always met. They will always be met. You are creating inside of yourself the feeling of safety and security, because that is your goal. That's what you're asking to be supported in feeling and experiencing, not something outside of you, but that you have that inside first. How about feeling fulfilled? Just feeling fulfilled. It's like, I know, for me, I look back at all the things I said I wanted to do and get done this year. And I'm like, okay, so why do you want to do that? Why do you want to do all those things? What's all that about? Gosh, that's a list. I used to be famous for saying I have a list of 17,000 things I wanted to do. What the hell? Why? Why do I need a list of 17,000 things? And what I realized is I had created this illusion that if I completed my 17,000 things, I would feel some sense of fulfillment. I would feel like I had done something. I had been purposeful. I had been all these things outside of me, which I don't need to do anything to feel fulfilled. I can sit on this patio and look at the sunset and feel perfectly fulfilled. That's what I have learned. So, again, if you're looking for, like, you're feeling like, I don't have any purpose, I'm feeling purposeless, you're just not feeling fulfilled. How about if you start with the intention of, with nothing completed, I feel fulfilled. Just to be alive and happy and blessed and have people in my life who know and care about whatever it is, just as life is, I'm fulfilled. How about creating that first as your internal goal? Just think about how much more good energy and vibration you'll bring to anything that you do if you go in with feeling the outcome before you even started. It's like, I don't even need to do this to feel that thing. I really am truly just doing this from a place of choice. That to me is power. And if this global situation has taught me anything, it's, I want to take back my power. I want to be in the power of me and my life. Feel fulfilled doing nothing. All right, two more. How about your internal goal being peace? I want to feel at peace. I don't want to be giving my energy to conflict. I don't want to be, I don't want my thoughts consumed with what ifs, with what went wrong, with the mistakes, with what I should be doing, beating myself up. I just want peace. My internal goal for the rest of 2020 is peace. And then last and probably most important, joy and happiness. How about setting an internal goal for yourself of joy and happiness and be in pursuit of that as what you want to accomplish for the rest of this year, to just find more reasons to be joyous and happy. Diane and I have been talking about this a lot. What brings us joy? And for me, I was kind of bummed when I thought about what brings me joy because I was like, gosh, I don't have this long list. And I tend to think of myself as such a joyous person in general. What brings me joy? And I realized that when I thought of joy, I thought of like bouncing on a trampoline kind of joy, like you're just like a 15 out of 15 all the time. And I'm like, wait a second. When I'm walking in nature, like you saw me, I just took off for a week. When I was just walking on a hike, on a trail in the middle of nowhere, complete wilderness, not even a beautiful flower in sight at sometimes, I was so joyous. I was so aware of how happy I felt in those moments. And I realized that, you know what? To feel that joy and that happiness does not require much. It really doesn't. And we have this misconception in setting our goals and our intentions that we need to do all these things to experience the thing that we're doing it all for anyway. We're doing all that so we can feel happy. We can feel content. We can feel fulfilled. We can feel purposeful. We can feel safe and secure. Well, how about if we reverse engineer this whole thing and start with what is the internal feeling that you want to have and set that as your goal? And what else do I want to say? Okay, so the last thing I had on my little notes to share with you is, I think when we start with the internal feelings as our goals, that actually we leave so much room for the universe to create for us, right? Because think about when you set your external goals. I want this much money. I want this and I want it to come this way and I want a house and I want a guy and I want all these things outside of myself, universe, and like I need you to make it happen. You're more attached to how those things come when you're so focused on the external goals. I think when we set internal goals, we give the universe a blank canvas and we're like, paint it any which way you would, because you know what, universe, God, source, you are wiser than me anyway. You know better than I do what it is that I would need to have these experiences. And what I love about putting it that way is the easiest way for me to get that experience that does not involve any effort on my part. So I'm just going to give you free reign. Here is how I want to feel. Bring me all the circumstances, the people, the opportunities. Bring me everything on this blank canvas that will give me that feeling. And so that's me. That's where I am. I hope this has really inspired you to just shift your thinking for the rest of this year. And I'm looking forward. I mean, before I go, could you maybe share some of what you're thinking right now you might want to see as what you accomplish for the rest of 2020 in terms of how you want to feel inside? What are some internal goals that you want to set for yourself? um Give the universe more room to work. I love it. Thank you, Valerie. So yeah, I'm gonna stay on for like a couple of seconds just to see a couple of you what you're feeling right now. Here, universe, here is what I want to feel. Debbie says love. Oh, Debbie, you're on. Mwah. Oh my gosh. Total synchronicity because I've been thinking about you. Ellen, my internal goal. Lori, a life of ease, grace, and gratitude. An egg life. Yay, Lori. This is what the trust challenge did for me. It took me away from the external money. Yeah. Chanel, I want to feel satisfied, certainty, and joy, Jackie says. Yeah. Ah, Trisha, sparkly contentment. Trisha, you had to add sparkly. I love it. That's so your personality. Oh my gosh. It brings me so much joy that you guys would even consider this. Like I said, I really feel that this has been a shift for me that this time has taught me. And Raquel says peace, ease, joy. Wow, I love it. I really hope that you guys, don't just write the words, but really sit with the process that we teach you to use for setting any intention, putting any goal out there, that you would spend today journaling and writing as if. So going to December 20, December 31st, 2020, and writing out, I'm so happy and grateful that this has been a year of peace, that this has been a year of contentment and sparkly contentment, Trisha, that this has been a year of joy, that I've been so certain no matter what, it feels so good, that everything has come with such ease and grace. And I've had that feeling constantly and consistently, and write out now, rewrite your year from the place of how you felt, the internal goal that you set for yourself. Rita says love, blissful, happiness. Oh my gosh. Flow. Heather says flow. Jillian says, I'm glad for your shift. Yes, yes, yes. Me too. I'm really, really loving it. And it just feels easier, honestly. It does. And if this has taught me anything, it's to go with ease. So, mwah, I love you guys. Have a great rest of the week. Please, please, please just take 5 minutes and write out your intention as if it's the end of the year and you've had a year of this feeling that you just decided you want to have for yourselves. All right. Mwah. I love you guys. And if you would share this video, that would be awesome. I'm sure there are lots of other people out there struggling and trying to figure it out, and it need not be. If this could inspire them to just go within and ask, what do I really want to feel? And then give God and the universe and source the space to create that for them. I'm sure it will be a blessing. So thanks for sharing. Love you guys. Bye. Happy Monday.